delicious berries! Yum yum! My tummy was full. I wasn't really hungry, but I picked away just for fun. A little bit though. I wasn't greedy. Why should I when I wasn't among the needy? I get what I want before I want. I have 100 servants around me. My wish is their command. If you're thinking, who's this lucky guy? Hold your breath. Let me introduce myself. I am the royal parrot of Raja Surai. My golden cage is as big as the Raja's own. Don't tell him, but I think it's much prettier too. Soft couches, yummy food, amazing games abound. It may not come to you as a surprise. I dislike all the other birds in the skies, like the crow cawing on the old tree outside, having rats for lunch, and what else beside. But why does he seem so carefree and happier than me? Why is his flight so light, his voice so bright? I have everything in the world, and all he has is the tree. I wanted to understand the reason for his bliss and get what he had that I had missed. So I had my servants bring him outside my nest. I came straight to the point. I did not wander. My time was too important to waste and squander. I said, I'm the luckiest bird that there is. My king loves me, and there is not a wish he would deny. Now tell me, what exactly do you possess? Why don't I ever see you in distress? The crow answered in a caw-cawing voice, with no sophistication or culture whatsoever. I could not bear the noise.
Friend, I have a happy life. I have all I need. My home, the tree, is owned by us all. Food to eat, nest to live, and many friends indeed. I play with my friends and fight a lot too, but they help me through and through.
I laughed heartily at his silly innocence. Did he know what it meant to be rich? Tree, food, friends are of no consequence. I said, pretty much I would say you have nothing. And by the way, you have no idea what you're missing.
I do have one thing you do not, he continued unasked.
I listened with bated breath, in spite of myself.
I have freedom. Freedom of choice. I choose my tree, I choose my sky, I choose my measly food, I choose where to fly.
I got ready to shout at him at his impertinence. I have more choice than he ever would. Was he thinking that the royal parrot had no sense? I replied in a menacing voice that left no doubt of its sting. I can choose for sure. Maybe I can choose to wring your wing.
Come fly with me to the forest, he said with a laugh. If you are free, step out of your nest by choice. We can return in an hour and a half. I will show you how the clouds move or how the river flows. The birds chirping in languages unknown and the majesty of the lion's roar.
I knew I could not move from this position. My beautiful palace of golden moor, was it indeed a palace or was it a prison? I would never spread my wings and feel the wind blow or get chilled to my bones in the ice-cold snow. Friend, I understand I indeed do not have the biggest gift of all, the freedom of choice. Help me here. Tell me, what should I do? Will I ever be free and happy like you? The unkempt crow did a sudden somersault and fell to the ground on its back. I shrieked in fear, completely appalled. I could not and would not do this blunder. Giving up my life was not an option to consider. And he got up and flew away with a smile on his lips. I saw my friend wink from the corner of my eyes. Wait, I think I understand his trick. I made my plan for freedom. The next day, when my servants came with the food, they shrieked and cried and ran aghast, for I lay on my back as still as I could. They immediately sent word for my master, who shed tears of sorrow at this disaster. Lay my friend in my palace garden where I dwell, whose berries he loved so, he ordered, and wait for me to bid my last farewell. They did so with utmost care and love, and set me on the ground with the blue sky above. As the dear men bent their heads in grief, waiting for the king to arrive as asked, I did a quick turn around and flew out of their reach. I flew up to the tallest tree in a zing and felt the free air strike my wings. The king and the servants called to me, first with love. Quickly the love turned to rage and anger at the trick I played on them here and now. I squawked meaningless words and jumped endlessly. Life is nothing if it is not free for me.